As we leave the door, Nagisa looks back at the entrance as if wanting to say something. What's wrong? Ibuki-sensei's little sister. She's been in the hospital. Is that true? Yeah, she's gotten into an accident 2 years ago, and ever since then. That's what Mom told me. If that had happened to her, we could have been going to school together. I see. I wonder, what this mysterious feeling I'm having is. Even though I've never met Ibuki-sensei's little sister, I feel like she's really close by. The fact that I can't live my school life with her around somehow makes me be frustrated. You're there from Sanai-san? That seems to bother me for some reason, so I decided to ask. Yes. That means you've never met her. No, I've never met her before. I don't know why, but I feel like she's somewhere really close to me. Maybe it's because she's Ibuki-sensei's sister. Looks like we share the same sentiment. Ah, Ibuki-sensei. The lady standing in front of this door. Ah, did I interrupt your conversation? While we're still standing stock still, unsure how to react, she looks at us with a smile and asks. But to me now, even the gentle smile looks like she's trying to hide the pain that's eating away at her. I heard about your sister. Eh? Yes. I hope she'll get well soon. I feel the same. I wish for her recovery from the bottom of my heart. She didn't like me at all, so what could have made me spit out such words? Suddenly I feel a warm sensation against my palm, pulling my attention away. I raise my hand to look at it. Ah, Fuko. Oh. Looks as if something is being emitted from there. Light? Happens just for an instant. Just my brain starts to process it. All that remains is my hand warmed up by the pleasant sunlight. I raise my hand to look up, but there's only dazzling blueness on the spring sky stretching on forever. Thank you very much. Once she's recovered, please come and play with me, her. Yes, of course we will. Well then, Ibuki-sensei bows slightly to thank us and walks away past us. Someone's holding my hand. Tomoe-kun, It's nothing. Guess it's my turn to leave. Yes. Softness her hand vanishes from mine. After that Is there anything else I can go other than that idiot's place? Dude, was Fuko there? Eventually the sun sinks below the horizon and nighttime begins. Everyone, thank you very much for your hospitality. Oh, I wish you could stay longer. I feel like Mai-chan's always been a part of our family. The same goes for me. I don't want to say goodbye at all. But because of our goodbyes, encounters are so much more wonderful, and the memories together can shine on forever. I'll hold that time I spent with you and everyone dearly inside my heart. I'll keep on living my best by myself from tomorrow on. Don't you have any friends? Mai-chan, Nagisa-san, and Bear have been together for longer than anyone else, and the last few days are holding hands. After a moment of gazing in each other's eyes, can I kiss you? Mai-chan suddenly raises her voice and asks, Eh? Just a cheek, a goodbye kiss. That's fine with me, but please excuse me. Mai-chan moves her hand around Nagisa to hug her tightly, then presses her face to her cheek. So cute, so cute. She's even stroking the bigger girl's head. Just look at Nagisa. Her face is all red after Mai-chan lets go of her. Well then, everyone. Standing up straight, Mai-chan sweeps her eyes across everyone's faces. Goodbye. Oh, skip school and come again. I'll be waiting for you. Come again, but don't skip school. Goodbye, Mai-chan. The girl keeps looking back to us and waving her hand until her image is blurred into the twilight. She must be heading to Tsunohara's room. Nagisa and I decided that it'd be best to leave the siblings alone, at least during the last few hours before they have to part. It'd be hilarious if she wanted to go just one straight home now, though. Oh, it's already this late. A lot of leftovers bread today, too. Alright, guess I'll get down to work and hand out these leftovers. Why not get down to work selling them in the first place? Please try your best. It's sort of amazing how the store can last with these two as the management. And now that these two have gone inside the store, only Nagisa and I are left to stand in the dim of twilight. We're just standing still, close to each other in silence. Nagisa takes a step forward, eliminating our previously short distance. and her hand rises to hold mine. Maybe it's all thanks to my Jen, because she's never reached out to me like this. Say, Tomoe-kun. Yeah, what is it, Nagisa? Calling out to each other's names. We've never gone into such an intimate mood before. After this, just like this, the two of us will do your basketball practice. What did you just say? I'm talking about basketball practice. Tsunohara-san told me about it. I haven't heard anything like that from him. Not to mention, how could the topic come up amidst all this nice atmosphere between us? Nice atmosphere? That must the fusion of your passion for basketball and my desire to support you. So we were thinking about totally different things. But shouldn't he be talking with my Jen right now? The practice will come after that. He said he would practice at night. Because the match is tomorrow. I'll come later and bring something for you to enjoy during break. In the end, Nagisa will probably be just Nagisa forever. Good morning. Morning. You sound like you're in pain. My entire body aches. It's because I don't normally exercise. Are you okay? Yeah. I bought some sandwiches today. They're not store-bought. I made them myself. Although I did have some help from my mom. Let's all eat them together once the match is over. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You really do seem to be in pain. Like I said, it'll be fine. A lunch break. Morning. Tsunohara finally shows up. I was worried that you wouldn't show. Of course I would. Think of how hard I have worked for this. Alright, you ready to grab lunch? Ugh. Does your body ache like hell too? Might have put a little too much hustle in my step yesterday. Same here, it hurts to walk. There's a trick to it. If you only move your body from the knees down like this, and take little baby steps, it doesn't hurt. Waddle waddle. His upper body's absolutely still as he walks. He looks like a real creeper. Let's see then. Out of options, I decided to give it a shot too. Yeah, that's it. You're pretty good. We walk around school, keeping our upper bodies totally still, looking like real goons, I'm sure. After 2 more hours, the class school ends. What took you so long? You and Nagisa are already waiting for us in the hallway. Aren't you acting a little lax for people to go up against a team of experts? You seem pretty excited. I guarantee you that we're winning today's match. Did something happen? There's a guy in my class who's on the varsity basketball team. Okay. It looks like he found out that I'm gonna be playing in today's game. And guess what he said? What'd he say? Wow, Fujibayashi, you sound pretty low if you're teaming up with these losers. God, that's pissing me off. Wow, losers, eh? I want to turn that stupid smirking face on of his into the crimson mask of pain and agony. Tomoe is against the rule to slam the ball in an opponent's face. Please calm down. The ref doesn't catch you, it's part of the game. Tomoe-kun. From the sound of it, Nagisa didn't seem very happy with me. Being called a loser really does get my blood boiling. Okay, why don't we get going? Kyu starts walking off with a fierce smile on her face. I walk alongside her. Nagisa and Tsunohara follow a little behind us. Nagisa-chan, I might have made some mistake putting this team together. Don't worry, they might be saying things like that right now, but I'm sure they'll play fair and square once the match. If it turns into a free-for-all, can I take advantage of the confusion and elbow one of them? Elbow shots to the other side are especially effective. They drain stamina. I see. Then oh jeez, that's more than 3 people. The building's already bustling with activity. Half of it is taken up by a basketball team. Across them, on the other side of the net, is the volleyball club. They don't seem to have been given any instructions yet, as they're all practicing freely. I remember the site. I used to be one of those guys, but now I look down at my own body. I'm still dressed in my school uniform. How ironic that I have to play basketball, the sport I used to be completely into, the sport I loved, dressed like this. What a freaking joke. I'm feeling really nervous. All I have to do is watch. I know that, but you're going to be playing members of the basketball team. That's incredible. Just look, they're all so good. They'd probably be mad if they heard that. It seems to imply that even though they're so good, they're still going to go up against a no-name group of kids who don't even play the sport. We practice like this every day. They just recently put our team together and we have to face them. We've been walking a completely different path than they have. Just think of how much stronger our friendship has gone because of that. It's all happened in such a short period of time too. If we're able to win, that'd mean we've created even stronger ties over the past few days than the ties shared by a basketball team over who knows how long. That'd be amazing. I'm clumsy and I've lived in my own little world separated from everyone else for all this time. All I ever do is drag people down, but if we all work together here, we'll be able to do something even more impressive than what people living normal lives would accomplish under the same circumstances. That's what a win would prove. Yeah, you're right. I really understand how Nagisa feels. Sinahara has been living his life in the same way I have too. A number of basketball team players are looking our way. We stand out in the big gym wearing our school uniforms. One person in the crowd begins walking towards us. You ready? Lincoln asks us while looking and snickering at the makeshift team before him. Yeah, I've never been a fan of form over function. Sinahara replies with a fierce laugh of his own. Let's get started. It'll be annoying if our advisor sees us doing this. Here's your advisor again, Nui? Yeah. Ogami is not only the basketball team advisor, he's also the teacher in charge of the guidance counseling. We've met him more than a few times in the capacity. Yeah, that'd be annoying. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Then you go in on the hoop while we figure out our team. Just bring out the varsity team. I'll do your best and just maybe that'll happen. He laughs and he goes back to the rest of the team. Yeah, that's right, laugh. But Sinahara looks up through the second floor aisles. I don't see the Coral Club girls anywhere. You actually think they're the kind of people who would take you up on your challenge and come watch? Whatever, the rumors are for a miraculous achievement will reach them regardless. Or are the rumors of how arrogant you were about your own abilities? If those kind of rumors start going around, I'm not gonna be able to come to school. Yeah, definitely. Our only option is to win. Yep. Shall we go? Alright. The other team seem to have decided other players as well. Three guys are walking our way, shoulder to shoulder. Nagisa bounces the ball off the court a couple times as she's checking just how it responds. I want to come up with some sort of plan. You be the distraction, you, hey? Always be standing between the ball and the ref. When you step on their feet, aim for the heel. If you're lucky, you'll cause their shoe to slip off. Are you serious? Half serious. Half joking. Either way, I'm begging you not to. I don't want to lose my disqualification. By disqualification. I'll be careful. Well, we might as well come up with one shared plan. Like what? We'll start off with a big play. Hey, we're starting. The whistle sounds to begin the match. Sinahara passes the ball to Q. As he does, the basketball team starts closing in on each of us. Their plan must be to play a man-on-man defense. Nagisa bounces the ball off the court a couple times without moving. This is 3-on-3, stupid. What are you doing taking your time? Now, Q. Ah! On my signal, Q tosses the ball toward the hoop. Yeah, I tried threw it too hard. Thunk, boof. The ball miraculously hits the back of the rim and swishes straight through the net. The entire basketball team stands there, their faces frozen. Yeah, first point. Actually, that shot was good for 3 points. Q and I trade a high five. That was a lucky shot, that's all. Snap out of it, guys. The basketball team psychs himself back up. Seconds later, Q steals one of their passes, then she makes another shot from center court. Fujibayashi-san, you're phenomenal. I wanted her on the team because of her aim, but she's proven to be almost too impressive. What an easy game. To be honest, considering the fact that there hasn't been any dribbling yet, I'm not certain you could actually call this game basketball. Her fifth shot from the center court. Her jump causes the ball to be launched so high you couldn't possibly expect it to make it to the hoop. While the basketball travels toward the rim, it starts to veer off course. I run to the area below the basket. Sunohara, run, we're grabbing the rebound. Sunohara gets off to a late start, having gone used to Q center court shots, all hitting their mark. As expected, the ball bounces off the rim. My hips push against the defenders as we fight for position. I leap toward the falling ball and reach out with all my might. Sunohara grabbed the ball in one hand and passed it with a flick of my wrist to Sunohara after he makes his belated appearance. I got this. Sunohara grabs the ball after managing to shake off his defender to get open. He dribbles the ball a few times before getting a layup. The ball nails the corner of the backboard and falls out of bounds. No worries. Whomp. Kick him because why not? The basketball team seems to have regained their composure as well. Their well-practiced passing game starts to rattle our team. What's all the deal with those tiny little passes? Play basketball like men. Don't let them lure you in. They'll break up our formation if you do. Gotcha. They make one soft pass to Q, and that Q steals away. Nice, Q. You really are useless, aren't you? There's still plenty of time left for me to show what I can do. Our team is back on defense, and Q makes the ball swish through the net again with another one of her merciless long-range shots. By the time I realize it, the area around the entrance to the gym is covered with school uniforms. Q-sama. Yeah. It looks like we got a good crowd going. They're all here to see Q, though. Not only that, it's all first and second year girls. We're switching players. The captain's enraged voice echoes through the building. I didn't expect us to make it this far, at least. So this is where the real showdown begins. Once the varsity team comes in. You've barely done anything at all, though. If their entire team gets replaced with varsity guys, it's going to suddenly get way harder. And it does from the moment I try to pass the ball in bounds. I need a huge opening in order to get into an amateur like Sunohara without it falling into the defender's hands. While Q long-range shots took the other team by surprise at first, they're now starting to powerfully pressure her, causing her accuracy to drop. She seems to realize this herself as she starts to use her feet. She finds an opening and rushes over. The defender moves in the same direction, trying to cut her off. Thanks to that, Sunohara ends up being open. I throw him a no-look pass. Thud. Ow! Smashes straight into Sunohara's mug. You're not supposed to get faked out by your own teammates. Yeah, get it next time. The body checks on Q are getting rougher. The game has turned into a free-for-all. You can barely keep track of who has the ball. This is pissing me off. Q sends an elbow deep into Sunohara's side. Sorry, wrong person. What do you mean by that? While we're no longer able to score points, we're at least able to put up a fight against the varsity team on defense. But as Sunohara's breathing gets more labored, the balance starts to crumble. The opposing team begins to complete more passes and make shot after shot. The lead we built up in the first half of the game is slowly eaten away. I look at the scoreboard, they're now within 1 point of us. How much time is left? There aren't even 30 seconds remaining. Move, Sunohara, just 30 seconds. Don't worry about it. It looks like your knees are shattering. Can you still move around? I'm 100% okay. After she replies, she runs toward the free throw line. The basketball team has been wary of her high accuracy long-range shots, so they're caught off guard before starting to follow her. The area in front of the basket opens up. Sunohara is able to predict it and runs to the opening. Sunohara, distracted by Q, Sunohara's defender stops covering him. I send the ball Sunohara's way with a sharp bounce pass. Alright. Takes the ball in both hands and hurls it to the ground without it going through the hoop. I hear the crowd of students cheering us on, claps and shout. Why would you try to dunk the ball when you can't even reach the hoop? I normally can, I just wasn't able to that time. It's all because you tried to act cool when you're clearly exhausted. Do you have any idea how important that one shot was? We just have to make the next one, right? Okay. Listen to you. The sound of the ball meeting the net causing me to look at the basket. The opposing team had just made a perfect layup. You know, you two, instead of the ball, I think I'm gonna start bouncing your empty heads against the ground next. It's no big deal. We got this. Hey, it'll be more exciting if you win from behind at the very end anyway. It's all part of the plan, right, Ozaki? Yeah, that's right. Q. There's no more time left. We'll get the ball to you and end it with one last shot. But getting that one shot isn't an easy task at this point in the game. Hurry up. Yeah, 1 second. You two ready? I get in the huddle with the other two and give them instructions for the final play. Oh, I'll take I can't even shoot, dude. No way. Okay. I just hope it goes well. We scatter across the court. The first pass gets stolen, it's game over. Then our team knows that, so we're playing even harder defense than normal. The opposing formation switches around and around so quickly that I start to feel dizzy. Toss the ball inbounds. It reaches Q. Passes back to me before she's surrounded. I dribble the ball and cut through the center. The other team acts like they've been taken by surprise. They're probably on the lookout for another one of Q's 3-point shots. 1, 2, layup. I see a shadow pass across my vision. I move the ball across my chest and to my left hand. I leave the ball floating in the air, trusting that Tsunohara's behind me. Alright, here we go. Tsunohara's voice. Turn around and see Tsunohara landing on the ground. The ball in his hands. Tsunohara's defender quickly comes around to cover him. He fakes one way, then tosses the ball against the floor. It bounces high in the air. Q grabs it as she runs forward. Shakes off her defender and then shoots a 3-pointer. The ball bounces above the hoop. Dances above the metal frame once more. Frame twice, 3 times. Then falls to the court without any contact with the nets. Silence comes over to the entire building. Time's up. The voice announcer announces our fates. Moments later, the basketball team is cheering with joy. That was close. That wasn't a bad warm-up for today's practice. It'd be funny if they thought we were really trying to just now. Fuck off. You're trying like crazy. Don't, Tsunohara. They won, so they're allowed to say whatever they want. Aren't you frustrated? You're lost. We should resign ourselves to that fact. The crowd quickly starts to scatter. I noticed a number of teachers heading away, seemingly parting the crowd students. They're probably the advisors for whatever club used the gym. What the world is going on here? Leading them is Ui, the guidance counselor. Ah, crap, we gotta scram. Tsunohara sprints for the emergency exit on the opposite side of the gym. See you later. Yeah. The key follows after him. They can't sit around either. The youths are leaving too. Okay. Well, good morning. Yeah, morning. Too bad about yesterday, but I really had a lot of fun. Well, it was a big pain in the butt for me. That's not all either. Who else is there? We're all better friends now because of it. Okay, sure, ain't youth wonderful? Yes, we can join together and face any situation like we did yesterday. Though we did get taken out in the process. Even so, I think it's very important to be able to stand up and face something, regardless of the results. Our thoughts all came together as one. I'm sure that in the future we'll be able to keep helping each other out. Well, it sure would be nice if that happened. Has it not? I don't think we can say yet. Lunch break. I bring the gaze to my classroom. Looks like we're not here yet. He's not here yet, I say as I look through the door towards Tsunohara's seat. He must still be exhausted from yesterday. Whether he's still tired or not, though, I doubt he'll be around for a while. What? Why is that? I doubt you'd understand. Please tell me. He's just in shock because of the loss, that's all. Too bad we lost, after all the work we put in. I don't think there's any reason to be upset. I think you can be proud of what we did. That's what I said. I doubt you'd understand. Did I say something wrong? Yeah, you did. You need to try to at least try to begin to understand how his pride and vanity work. That doesn't really explain to me what I need to do. Yeah, so just forget about it. He'll come back after some time, that's all I'm trying to say. But I can't abandon him. I'm worried about him. I guess I shouldn't complain. If someone like you isn't worried about him, then no one will be. You should be worried too, Tomoe-kun. Don't decide how I should feel, will you? That's why we should go to Tsunohara's room right now. You never listen to what people say to you. I'm worried about him. That's no reason to skip class, is it? We won't. We'll be back before lunch ends. I think we just need to get permission to leave campus during lunch. I don't mind going to see him, but that just sounds like such a pain. I'll get permission. You wait here, Tomoe-kun. Seriously. I'll be right back. I'm going to the teacher's room. Wait. I start to argue with Nagisa, but Nagisa runs off down the hallway before I can stop her. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she's concerned. She feels like we've just strengthened our bonds after all. I'll walk off after her. Inside, I wait in front of the teacher's room. I stare at nothing in particular on the bulletin board. Speaking of which, was in the drama club information session supposed to be today? I suddenly remember. I guess she's not worried about that kind of thing right now. Oh, Tomoe-kun. Nagisa finds me, begins to walk over after coming out of the teacher room. Thank you for waiting. I got permission. Let's hurry and go. Sure. We start to walk out together. Today's the day of the information session, but no one's gonna come, right? Nagisa brings the topic up herself. So she had noticed. Yeah. Even if they did, there's nothing we could do anyway. Try to soften the blow. Come on, if we don't hurry, we won't be able to make it back at the time class starts. Okay. Nagisa picks up her pace as if to shake off any regret she has. Tsunohara's asleep. Give me some tea. Thank off his ear, on his ear. Who? It's me. Tomoe-kun, you shouldn't wake him up like that. It's mean. You too, Nagisa-chan. What in the world happened? Nothing, we just thought you'd be sulking, so we came to make you feel better. That's right, cheer up, Tsunohara-san. She falls to her knees by Tsunohara's bedside. I'm okay, I feel fine. Let's get back to school together. Sure, I'll catch up with you later. I want us all to go now. Well, if I feel like it. The loss seems to be weighing on him heavily. I guess this kind of reaction to us losing is natural, especially considering how much venom he's fed on the Choral Club girls. He gets more worried about rumors than anyone I know. Not if you feel like it. Please tell me why you won't go. He's embarrassed. Well, that's part of it. But it's also not like me to work so hard at something either. So once everything ended, I just kinda lost all my energy. I see. But I'm sure there are a lot of other fun things in store for us at school. Let's enjoy them together. And I'm happy you feel that way, but just let me take it easy for the time being. I can't accept that. Fine, I'll promise to go starting next week. Really? Yeah, I will. I'll be waiting, and so will Tomoe-kun. Personally, I prefer to be alone with Nagisa. You shouldn't say things like that. We can make time for that too. I'd like to do that as well. Sorry, I'm the third wheel here. No, not at all. We'll be waiting for you, so please promise you'll come. Okay, well. Nagisa at the time. No, we have to go back now. Nagisa finally stands up. And see you later. See you again next week, Tsunohara-san. Yeah. Thanks, Nagisa-chan. I'm glad you came by. You're making it sound like you're about to die or something. Don't jinx me, man. Come on, Nagisa, we need to hurry. Okay. The long weekend seems to have given Tsunohara enough time to feel better. Just as he promised, he starts coming to school as soon as the school week begins. Of course, he's tardy as ever.